Hi Capricorn, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your in depth reading, my friends. This is a free flowing intuitive reading. Please take it as it resonates. And here you go. Let's see what you have. So, your major, the energy that kind of surrounding you right now, kind of dominating, is the dance of the divine feminine and the passion of purpose, passion for purpose. I really feel like Capricorn, get ready to get really swirled up inside. I feel like there is a lot of emotional vortex that you're going to be feeling. Lot of emotional vortex, like feelings that you have not felt, which kind of you tucked it under the carpet because you have to focus on something else. Anything that has been little bit of hidden, whether purposefully or unknowingly, it's gonna come on the surface in next coming 2 weeks. It's definitely gonna come on the surface. And I'm also feeling like the high sensitivity towards how you feel. You're gonna feel everything. Maybe you are not used to feel that much, like every single thing. You are gonna feel so much. I think that's the major thing that's coming. I don't want to get too repetitive way, because both of them are giving me the same message that Capricorn gonna feel the feelings, Capricorn gonna feel the emotion. Like, it's not about direct emotion. Like, like a cause and effect kind of emotion. Oh, they did not call me, so I'm upset. Oh, they did not recognize me, so I'm upset. It's not like that kind of direct emotional outcome. It's almost like something that is submerged. There's something past incident, or maybe the incident that you have overlooked, but it happened to you. You were in the incident, you were in the happening, but you did not absorb. You chose not to absorb all of it, or you did not absorb at the time. But all this kind of subconscious knowing of emotion and feelings gonna very much come to the front. I'm really feeling like with the next 2 weeks is like very, very sensitive period. Very, very sensitive period. Very, hold on. Yeah, and I'm also getting this two kind of energy. When you feel this energy, first you are gonna feel like, okay, I'm feeling it. You are gonna maybe a little mellow in your energy, kind of tender and gentle to yourself. Then you will, then that part of you gonna feel like, okay, I'm just gonna go through this phase, it's gonna be over, I'm gonna be back on track. And then there is another part that kind of kicks in within you, which said, no, there is no another part, this is me, and I'm gonna hold on to it. So there is like, because I feel like through this emotional uprising, I feel like you're gonna realize that you might need to take some action, and those action gonna be driven by your feelings, not by your calculative analysis, but those action gonna be driven by how you feel. And those feelings are very intricate and intimate to you, and it's gonna feel like those decisions made by your heart, and you are trying to follow that. So there are gonna be a little bit of contradiction, Capricorn. Be ready for that. A part of you really want to take action on these feelings, another part is just want to feel that and let it settle like you always do. So there gonna be a contradiction, there gonna be a little bit of challenge between the old way of you do things and the new way that kind of coming within you, kind of emerging within you to take action towards. So it's like that, how you deal with that, we don't know yet. So this is the energy, major energy. Let's see what are the other energy that kind of surrounding around you during this time period. So there is this fairy godmother. You know what I'm feeling like, Capricorn? I'm feeling like that you are given what you really needed to, what you really desired to, what you really desired for, what you have been longing for. But this gonna come, you kind of wanted this to come in a material more of a material way. You wanted that to be manifested, like more of a knowing way, more than material, more of a knowing way. You wanted, if it is a relationship, you wanted the relationship the way you know how relationship should look like, a perfect relationship. If it is a job, you wanted a job that you feel is a perfect job for you. So you wanted something that is very familiar already. There is a familiarity that you kind of want to hold on to. But this thing you are given what you want, but this will come a little bit of temptation. This will come a little bit of little bit of almost like a Lilith attributes to it. There's like they this maybe what you always wanted to do work wise, it's coming to you, but it's a little little like new age, or little like something that you have not really honed your total hand and total experience into. It's like that. It's gonna come in the sense of newness. It's gonna come in the sense of like almost like this new, if it is a connection, you wanted this connection, but the moment you really get to know this person, you are actually realizing that person is very different than what you actually pictured the person is or would be. So there is like a clash between idealism and the reality. But I think this reality that coming to you, you are been given. But the thing is, you need to recognize the differences and the blessing in disguise. You need to use your intellect. Capricorn. You need to use your intellect, use your open-mindedness, because that gonna help you to really see the differences and what is given to you and how it is almost similar what you wanted. It's just a different shades, it's a different newness that need to be open up. And I feel like part of you will not be too satisfied with that, because you are gonna be a little grumpy that you are not getting the things the way you wanted. But I feel like this is the time for you to really open your mind a little bit. open your mind a little bit Open your mind a little bit, because what I'm getting, the lady of the harvest, I feel like Capricorn, you have a lot of ideas about what you want, what you need, and how you're gonna get it. I feel like you are very, you know how to tap into information, you know how to capture information from your environment. You are very advanced when it comes to be ahead of the game, and you feel like the power, knowledge is the power. So more you get informed and more you inform yourself, is going to give you a sense of aheadness in the game. But the thing is, if if the information is not filtered in the form of wisdom or understanding, it just consume our hard drive, like our mental hard drive. It just consume our memory storage without really giving us in reflection, without really giving us anything, because it's just a bunch of information without really processing it, because those information is not processed. So I feel like you are right now very much surrounded by a lot of information. I'm also feeling like maybe you are meeting a lot of people. You have a good sense of you have a lot of networking that you have been doing, and all these people are very different, but they are also kind of in the similar, they vibe on a similar rhythm. They want kind of similar things in life. They are very much I'm getting this. Okay, I'm gonna go for this, because I'm getting all this information. I feel like these people that you're surrounded with, kind of collaborating with, and you are feeling actually good that you know all these people, because you feel like the more you know people, the more powerful you are. So you are kind of very focused on how can you be powerful, either by gaining information or by knowing more people. The more people you know, the people are surrounding you, they're very much, I'm gonna say, lack of a better word, they jump on the opportunity every time they get. They are a little, they struggle with the sense of loyalty. They struggle with the sense of conviction, you know and I feel like they are very much, it's almost like you create a commercial community around you, who are very much well, you know they do know how to succeed in this material race. So you're kind of setting yourself up for a race here, Capricorn. But at the same time, you are opening up, whether you want to or not, to more of a intimate community to yourself. Something that you truly want, not like how things work. So because you are surrounded by people who knows how to be successful, like successful in a very very practiced way, very known way. you know, very popular way how to be successful. But I think like you are kind of keeping them around you because you don't want to lose the sense of power of knowing people who are kind of know how to be ahead of this game that we are all kind of partake in some way. But I really feel like that you are finding your own way of doing. But because these people are around you, sometimes you get very diluted with your thoughts, and then you feel like you just want to go with it without knowing what's your purpose in it. And I feel like that this route actually has taken you to a little bit of darker place, to be honest, Capricorn. This like following certain kind of race, or these people around you, they are not influencing you, but you are influenced by them. They are not deliberately influencing you. They are just too absorbed in themselves to influence you and think about you. But you are absorbed by them because you have this idea that if you surrounded by so-called successful people, the success gonna come to you. It's like that. If you project power, that you are then powerful. But what is power? Those kind of question needs to be asked. And I feel like you are setting up to this kind of journey where you kind of wanna set out, from this thing, from this clan, from this clique mentality, and kind of do what you really want to do. At the same time, you don't want to lose the sense of community, and that's the only community you kind of know. And it took you to the dark place. Sometimes you felt in those kind of interaction, you felt lack of empathy, lack of sensitivity, lack of understanding, even lack of what is truly really important. There is and you felt, even though you were shining in that, you still have your fire up, fire lit in, you still have, you are not totally, lack of a better of word again, totally sell out. And you don't want to be sell out. But there is that you are, but more and more you are surrounding yourself with this kind of energy. You find there is a, you kind of started to see the bleakness in it, and the pointlessness, bleakness, and kind of darkness within that pattern of achievement. Oh wow, this is like they're giving me so much. So now with the Lasguna, I feel like Capricorn, this is a very different kind of set of energy you are surrounding yourself with. At least you are encouraged to do that. I think this energy is really telling you that really step into your own energy, because your energy, look at this, you are shining even around all this darkness, like pitch darkness. You are shining. You are definitely affected by this energy, by this way of understanding life, by the way of living life in that way. But there is you are still, there is a lot of positivity in you, that you feel like you want to do something differently. You don't want to follow this old track that people have already caved and paved on and kind of walked on. You really wanna follow your heart. You really wanna follow what you truly wanna do. You definitely wanna do something. And then now in this energy, it's like there is certain group of people who are really very soulful, who are really very soulful. And they are little like they are little strange in their own way. They are little like they do things differently. There is a group of people that that either you are already kind of getting yourself involved with or acquainted with, or there is encouragement for you to do that, because that's gonna encourage you to more and more listen to yourself. And more you look at this, you are listening to this this wise wisdom, old ancestral wisdom. You are listening to old ancestral wisdom. You are kind of surrounding yourself by these people who are much more soulful, who are much more grounded, who are much more minimalist, who understand the excessivity of life is so unrequired, and it's only create clouded vision of our, what you truly want, all this kind of, embellishment around their presence, like this group of people. But this group of people are they are very real. They are not fancy, they are very real. They have a full soulful heart and energy, and more you surround yourself with this energy, you are going to hear the ancestral knowledge, you are going to hear the old but very fundamental knowledge of human life or life in general. And that's going to give you a lot of clarity, that's going to clear off all this unnecessary extra marketing fog that you are kind of surrounded with. So this is a clarity coming, but this clarity going to come through this process, like I explained, for the, if you're following this or if you're resonating with this. But there is a lot of wisdom that you are gonna get, and it is gonna be very, it's not, you don't need a PhD to decode the complexity of the world. The world is very simple if you get into the core of it, and that's what you are gonna get to. Okay, so this is the energy that I got for you, Capricorn. But now we are gonna see how you are gonna, either how this energy is affecting you in your material reality life. Let's get into that. Okay, so we got first, we got the messenger of earth paired with seven of fire. They see, this is the, it's like a mythical representation of unicorn, which is like all about individuality. This is a very much Aquarius card. Individuality, wisdom, inner light, and kind of guided by that light, or inner light and shadow both. But this is a very much of embodiment of individual wish, individual feeling, individual, thinking. You definitely want to step onto that. That's something that really takes you. That's something that really, that is the root of your desire to do anything significant in your life, because you want to be you. You want to be, you want to be a powerful of being yourself. But sometimes this being yourself gets convoluted because the person or the group of people on the environment you surround yourself with. So, but this is the root of your motivation, is that, and there is in the messenger of earth, it's asking you, maybe there is a new opportunity that has kind of opened up to you, or maybe there is a new idea that opened up to you when it comes to what you want to do in life, and what is next project that you are going to be doing, what is the next plan that you are going to be working on. But this is like, there is some kind of opportunity that coming in your way, or already maybe came in your way. It's actually telling you that this is follow that, and that gonna give you this sense of individuality, a sense of self, and sense of originality that you have been striving to have. But this opportunity is here, and it's asking you to, but this opportunity is little intimidating to you, because this opportunity kind of tells you what you need to be. You need to be a little bit risk taker. You cannot be too much calculative if you really want to go on this path, and this energy will not let you in until and unless you do as this energy asks you to do. So there is a little bit of condition here. And this, let me see what is this opportunity is, I mean, in which, just to get another layer. Oh, look at this, is landed right on this. Seven of Wands, Seven of Fire, Seven of Wands is the both same thing. Okay, Capricorn, I feel this new opportunity gonna ask you, are you for yourself or not? Are you gonna stand up for yourself or not? Are you gonna really shy away to fight for yourself, or you are just gonna submit to, or like, or submit to this communal, this kind of energy, lady of the harvest kind of energy? Like, I really feel this is asking you to something that's gonna either came already to your way or it's gonna come. It's an opportunity which will ask, which, if you are not, if you don't know how to make decision for yourself, this opportunity will not let you go in. This opportunity is a very, either it's a job or it's a person, this person or this job or this project or this whatever it is. It has the condition, if you don't know how to stand up for yourself, if you don't know how to make decision for yourself, if you feel this is right irrespective of 100 other people saying it's wrong, you ought to take action based on how you feeling in your guts. If you don't have that power yet, this opportunity will not let you in. So this is very specific, and this is something that you actually thrive for, but I feel like you struggle to really embody it because you are concerned about losing community power, because deep down you feel the people, there is a strength in people, there is a strength in numbers, irrespective of, even those all these numbers are saying something that you don't really believe in or really thrive to achieve, but you just believe there is a strength in numbers, you kind of go with the herd. It's like a herd mentality that need to be shared away if you really want to take this opportunity. Okay, as we are moving on with the energy, I really feel that then we have the Empress paired with Three of Fire. See again this. So you want to be self, but at the same time you don't want to rock the boat, Capricorn. You want to be this original person who stand by themselves, who has this original idea, innovative way of doing things, advanced society, really creating something significant for themselves and others. But at the same time, you don't want to, you want to come out of the shadow, you want to make your presence known and vital, but at the same time you feel like there is a sense of not rock the boat. But the Three of Fire is like, what are you waiting for? You cannot do this, you cannot do this if you don't take the risk, if you cannot do this, if you get out of the herd mentality, get out of the flock mentality. We are not sheep, we don't need to be in the flock, we don't need to be in the herd. We are human beings, and yes, we need community, but at the same time we need ourselves. So how we combine that, that is the art of living, seriously. But it's like Three of Fire is like, it's asking you to chase after this opportunity, but you are like, mm, is it really advisable if I rock the boat, if it is doesn't come to me naturally? But what is natural? Do you compare natural with comfortability? Do you compare, imagine natural with familiarity? Then you have to rethink what is natural to you, what is organic to you. Because I really feel this opportunity is very organic, but you are struggling with that because you feel like you don't want to rock the boat. So there is something that you need to do which may go against your fundamental belief, or even go against that how you held yourself up in the group of people, in relation to your family, friends, colleagues, strangers, streetwalkers, whatever. I want to get one more card on Three of Fire. But I also feel that you have been consciously and unconsciously, if you really pay attention to your spirit has been waiting for this. Your spirit has been waiting for to this opportunity. This opportunity is here. Okay, I want to get one more card on this earth again, just to get another layer on. Look at this devil. Didn't I say you that is gonna come in the form of temptation? This opportunity? See? Look at this. Go back if you want to hear it. I did say, remember, I saw that, and I saw that this is gonna come in the form of temptation. And then here is the devil. Yeah, but this devil is not bad. This is gonna be something that you, in your pristine ideology, this is something that you consider bad thing to do. This is something you consider, oh, this is like a shady thing to do, or this is not shady, this is like something that below your class, or it's not prestigious, this is not the pristine way of do things. But this opportunity is not about pristine. This opportunity about yourself. This opportunity is about being real. It may not be all polished like a, you know, bourgeois conformity, but it's gonna be something that's gonna ask you, that's gonna bring out a raw sense of yourself out of you. Very raw sense of yourself. It's gonna be very intense but very therapeutic and healing. That's all they're giving me right now. And you are in the crossroad here. That let's get another card on Three of Fire. See, Eight of Wands in reverse. I feel like there is a fear within you. It's like a calculative fear that you feel that if you go out on your own, you may not be. There is a fear of losing support. There is a fear of losing support if you really go on to this journey, if you really take on to this opportunity, because this opportunity is something that you truly need, your soul need, and also you want deep down. But there is a fear of losing support, losing community, losing safety net, losing a set of people that you can always come back no matter how wounded you are. So you feel like if you go on this way, you are going to lose your tribe. But if you lose your tribe by being yourself, maybe this is the time to reflect whether they're your tribe at all or not. So that's what you are doing here. Look at this, the next we got the Hangman and the Chariot. That's exactly what you are doing. Is there's a dilemma. One is all about progression, another is all about contemplation. So you are definitely thinking about how to go ahead, how to embrace this, or what would be the consequence if you truly embrace this opportunity. You are thinking about all these things, and when you more think about it, you feel like that there is something, even if you're ready, but there is something which is still not ready. And if everything is not perfect condition, you are just gonna go for this adventure on your own and come back home alone without anybody to receive you. Again, this sense of loss, losing. But there is something that you feel that is still not. Yeah, I feel that there is something that you still feel is not totally on your side. Even if you make up your mind, even if okay, I'm just gonna follow this passion of purpose, I'm gonna follow all this, then you feel like something in the reality term, there is something that is needs to be worked on, something that is not ready to move yet. Let me see. And you are with the Hanged Man, I feel like you are starting to understanding what that could be, but I am not understanding it, so I'm just gonna get another card on this, so that I feel like you are still understanding. You feel like, it's like almost like your inner voice is saying, okay, Capricorn, even if you're ready to go for this, there is something that needs to be, that is still kind of not ready. And don't just overlook this sign. Address this sign, that what is not ready, and how we can address this. Okay, let me see. Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like, Capricorn, that you are emotionally still not completely independent. I feel like there is either somebody or some kind of habit or some kind of, you are still emotionally dependent on somebody or something. And I'm also getting, maybe you are emotionally dependent. Oh, they also gave me, you are emotionally dependent, being rich, like literal rich, like money, not wealth is not money all the time. But I feel like you have, part of you really kind of attached to being rich, like literal rich. You want to earn money, a lots of money, and you are kind of emotionally attached to that kind of, almost like a grateful desire. And you feel like that even if you take this opportunity, you will always crave for this money, prestige, all this glittering gratification, that you kind of, on a soul level, you want to get away and kind of make your own mark. But there is this duality, and you feel like you are somehow emotionally affected by this desire. You are not completely free from it. So even if you take this step towards this opportunity, this desire for money, this desire for climb up the ladder in a very stereotype way, gonna pull you back. So there is that kind of awareness of yourself that's happening here, and that's holding you to really take action, with the Ace of Fire in reverse and the Fool. But the thing is, this is a soul call, and you want this to be soul call. You don't want this to be a completely, I want to do this will driven thing. You want some, there is a sense of submission that I'm getting from you. By the time you come to this part of this energy and your material energy, I feel like you're gonna feel like, I want this to be a spiritual call that I won't be able to stop. So you kind of want to submit to this spiritual call. You want this to be a spiritual call rather than a calculative, passion driven, will driven thing. I want to do this, that's why I want to do that. It's not that what you want to do this, is that something your soul is calling for. You want kind of that kind of, because I feel like that way you don't have to decide what you want to do. So it's like this is a way of escaping from one's responsibility. But this is fine. If that's the way you handle your responsibility, that's the way you handle your responsibility. You want this to be a call that is beyond your control, so that you don't have to take purposefully action. The situation will make you do things. You would rather submit to that rather than make a conscious decision to step away from your current whatever this energy is, because that is more of a harder job for you to take deliberate action by yourself, rather than you are forced by the universe to take that. Fool is always this kind of undiluted energy that kind of pull you in to start a new journey. It kind of it's a force that breaks away our comfort zone and make us move whether we want to or not. So you kind of activating, you kind of wanting that kind of, and I think that's going to happen with this purge of emotion and feelings in next 2 weeks, especially with your full moon on 25th. Pay attention to that period, plus minus 2 3 days around that date. You really, and it is gonna be, it is, yeah, you definitely don't want to take that. Yeah, this action you will not take until unless you are absolutely, your soul cannot, your body, soul, mind cannot do anything but take action towards this opportunity. So that's the way you want to go, because you feel like that's the only way you can get away from this dependency on big money. I think money is a big thing for you. Like, you want to make money. It's not that you want to make your career, it's not that you want to do all these things, but one of the primal driver is how to make money, how to be rich. And those are two different intention, Capricorn. And you don't like that, you kind of crave for that intention, not all the time, but that's why you are kind of relying on this force to take on you. And look at this, and we go from there to six of fire with the sixth strength. Six of fire is all about heart. So there is a movement, there is a movement. And is it no, it's gonna take a lot of self control here, Capricorn, and you are ready to do that, as long as it's a force from outside to really make you do this, because you know in your heart this is something that is good for you, this is something that you truly your heart desire, where there is something on your material front that you cannot break away from. So you are kind of praying for this full energy to come in and take over and take you to this journey, and you are ready to put all this effort of self control, ready to put all this effort to self understanding, self nurturing, compassion, show love to oneself, like really kind of nudging through this new route with a kind of gentleness. You are ready to do all this self work, you are ready to embrace yourself the way, whatever way you want to take. You are ready to embrace the new path that you are going to take and who you're gonna be through this journey. You are ready to take all these changes of yourself, as long as is kind of you kind of want to be pushed to really get it done, because you cannot do it by yourself, because there is always this tie kind of hold you up. And look at the six of fire. There is, you really want to be successful in this, you really want to, this is not something that you just want to experiment, this is something that you want to get success from, this is something that you want to be known for, being yourself and doing something that is you feel original with the seven of wands twice. You want to be successful in this, in your way of doing things. Maybe you have an idea of how to serve people, or maybe you have an idea how to alter the form of art, or maybe it's like something a little out of the box that you have thinking, but it's kind of the struggle is between you and you to really get it done. So you are really wishing for this full energy to come and take over, so that you don't have to take all this massive decision that you kind of find yourself very hanged up on. So but you want this deliberate success in it, you want people to know you for this action, for who you truly are, not how much money you make or who you try to be and who you hang out with, even though that's what you ended up doing, because that's all or your by default regular, that's the way how to be successful. But in a given society, in a written path, but that's not your path, that's not what you feel like doing. So you really want to be known for yourself, and you are ready to put all this effort, you are ready to accept your new self, but you cannot do it by yourself, you need a push. Let me get one more card on this too. Look at this, Ace of Wands came. Oh, with the Eight of Cups, Ace of Wands. This time it's, yeah, you really wish for this desire, and finally honing that passion and determination to walk away from yourself to yourself. You know, walk away from something that you feel like it's not, there is a whole another expansion is possible within you. So you really, there is a struggle between you. You are torn. There is a struggle between you. What you truly want and how you think you should achieve that, a little bit contradiction, in a contradiction. And you are ready to have that strength, to really have that power to walk away from this temptation. I feel like it's all ties to money and fear of losing support from the community. Even if you don't agree with them, even if they say whatever they believe, it doesn't go with you, but you try to kind of play along because you have this strong fear of losing support. And as per the belief, you know that if you lose power, if you lose people, that means you are losing power. But if you are staying with people who are not vibing with your power, they are actually sucking your power, so you are not getting powerful. So those kind of idea, those kind of differences, those kind of understanding of this situation you are gaining, but at the same time you are unable to take action by yourself. So you are kind of calling for this full action, and at the same time you're praying for gain this, like, I know it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna walk away, I'm gonna walk towards something that I believe is better for me, or I believe that I want to go towards. That's kind of deliberate action oriented mind you also crave for. Look at this, how many fire card we got ace of fire, six of fire, strength. All of them are fire card. You are really like you are almost like begging to the universe to give you that strength to really do things. Like when you make up your mind, I'm gonna walk away from that, I'm gonna cut off those people, I'm gonna bring a new sets of friends in my life. When you feel in your heart, you talk about this, you feel the need and importance of doing this, but in actuality you feel like you're paralyzed to do this because you have a fear of losing money or losing power by losing community or losing familiarity. So those kind of things kind of paralyze, debilitate you to do anything, and you are absolutely praying. You cannot wait for the day when you believe in yourself and really take the action. So that's why you are so dependent on this full energy. You feel like, okay, universe, bring the tower, made me do this, because I am unable to do it. I don't have the willpower to do it. I want to do it. I know the importance of it. I know this is my time to do it. I know everything. But knowledge is not equivalent to action. Give me the power to do it. You are kind of craving for it with the full energy. Alright, Capricorn, I hope you get something out of it, and I will talk to you next time, okay? Take care. Bye bye.